is Dustin from Van Houston Academy, and this is my Module 12 Mastery Assignment 4 for Principles of Communication Speech from McMurray University. The topic I will be exploring is that one of the company's executive has tweeted confidential company information. So I'm here today with my audience, and I'll be using a note card as my guide throughout the speech. So to begin, in 2022, the Federal Trade Commission has fined Twitter $150 million for breaking its privacy promises. Twitter was caught sharing its users' private information to make ad money despite its promise to safeguard users against unknown sharing. Many users felt wronged by Twitter's actions, and as a company, they will take responsibilities to make it right. My name is Dustin, and after extensive research and much Twitter experience, I am qualified to give advice to my colleagues on what they should do if they are ever in a situation like this. My speech today was to persuade my colleagues and to anyone out there to follow my tips and tricks for handling a company crisis. The 3 techniques I will share today is to remain ethical while communicating, apologize in a genuine manner, and to use a diverse range of media to broadcast your message. So, moving on. So to begin, the first point is that ethics is crucial in communication for our personal lives and professional lives too. Companies make mistakes all the time, and this is where ethical communication comes in. Ethical communication helps to build trust and credibility with others. It fosters positive relationships, and it ensures that we treat others with fairness and respect. Ethical communication is also essential for creating a safe and inclusive environment where everyone feels heard and valued. If a company executive tweets confidential information, it can potentially harm the company's reputation and even result in legal consequences. First, if this happens, people should respect confidentiality before. If someone shares sensitive information with another person, they must respect their privacy and cannot share the information without the person's consent. If this were to happen, they must take responsibility for their actions. If someone makes a mistake or says something inappropriate for the company, they must take responsibility for their actions and apologize if necessary. In order for the person that posted the company's confidential info to formally apologize, they must know that there are social media guidelines, and they must know and explain to companies the company's social media policy and guidelines. So to do that, they must start by acknowledging the harm that has been caused to the company. The executive will need to be, or the person that posted will need to be specific about what they did wrong and how it affected others and the company. This shows that they understand the impact of their actions and that they are to take other people's feelings seriously. So they must express genuine remorse for the harm that has been caused and use language that conveys empathy and understanding, and avoid making other people's feelings worse. Any person in any situation for an apology must follow through on their commitment to make amends. This demonstrates that the apology was genuine and that they are committed to repairing the relationship with the company. These include the ways to reach out to the people and messaging to different segments to ensure that their message is reaching them through the channels that they are most likely to engage with. We live in a digital age where we have access to a wide range of communication channels, from social media platforms to traditional print media. However, it can be challenging to know which method to use and how to use them effectively. Before deciding on what to post in the media channels, it is important to define the audience that is on there. Consider their demographics, interests, and behaviors in general, and use the information to give the information that they will seek and not the information that they are not supposed to seek. Examples of these steps should include to think before you post anything and avoid discussing company business on social media. Only advertising is a good way of using social media, but back on track to they must verify the accuracy of the information before posting and report any suspicious activity to the management. It is important to maintain a consistent message across social media sets while making the information that will not harm anyone or anything. This helps build trust and credibility to the audience and ensures that the message is clear and concise. It is also very important to recap and the importance of protecting confidential information and the potential consequences of violating confidentiality. The company executives must encourage employees to follow guidelines provided and to be proactive in protecting confidential information. They must provide contact information for employees to ask any questions that they may have concerns about on the policy or guidelines. By using the three methods discussed for ethical, apologetic, and wide range of communication, they will set their course on a path to communicating effectively and safely across social media platforms. We live in a world where if something is ever posted on media, it will be out there somewhere across the web forever. The first and most important step is to delete the tweet immediately. If possible, take a screenshot of the tweet before deleting it for future reference. And if there's ever an occurrence, one must seek help from the guidelines or from upper class executives. This will ensure that they're on the safe side on using social media and strive for a way to live in a better world using social media than by causing crisis. Thank you for your time.